going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Bill. If not, thanks for coming back and checking me out again. So I was out here in the garage today and I was actually cleaning up a little bit from yesterday when I cut the lexan for the car here, getting ready to take all the trash out for the night. And I was looking at this piece here and I was thinking, man, I wonder if that would be enough material so I can make a mirror delete, because I was going to order a carbon fiber sheet off Amazon, but because this stuff is already light and I got it, and I was holding it up here and I was like, man, there definitely is enough there. Now, it only looks messed up right there because of the plastic stuff that's on it, that protector. It's getting all peeled off and scraped off, but I'm gonna paint it black anyway, so it really don't matter a whole lot. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I held it up here and I was like, man, that really does look like I might be able to get two pieces out of here that I can go ahead and make these mirror deletes with. So I got a cardboard box over here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get that cut up. I'm gonna try and stuff it over a mirror here, draw me up a template, see if I can get two pieces out of this piece of lexan here, and if I can, then awesome. I'm gonna have a set of free mirror deletes just for some material that a buddy of mine had laying around in his garage. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera up. We're gonna cut this box down, try and get a template made, see if we can make one work. Okay, so piece I got cut off is definitely gonna be enough so I can try and cut a template out of this plate here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut a hole in it so I can pull the wire through, that way I don't damage it. And then see if I can get this guy traced out. Cool. So we got our template. Let's see how it fits. It's probably gonna be too big, but let's see. Yep, definitely too big. So all we gotta do is just trim her down here. See what happens. Cool. So we gotta start anyway. Okay, let's try this again. A lot closer. Still got to trim a bit off. Let's fit it and see how it is first. See where we are. So that is too long on the bottom. So let's take this edge first. There we go. That's a bit better. So when I cut it, I'm going to leave a little bit more on this corner here. But as far as everything else goes, looks like it lines up pretty decently. Maybe just taper the edge right here a little bit, I think. But that won't be too bad. So by the time we get rid of this high spot right here, add a little material there. By the time we get her cut, should lay pretty nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish trimming this off. I'm gonna lay that piece out and see how many of these I can cut. See how much material it'll leave me with. Boom. Fits pretty good. Awesome. So let's see what we got here. That'd be a waste on this piece. So awesome. Well, that works out. So I'm gonna be able to get a couple pieces out here anyway. Decent.
Check this.
I do have the first one cut. I did test fit it. It actually come out pretty nice. The only issue is because there's such a taper in the sheet metal and the lip that's on the weather strip here, is it will never truly sit flat. But by the time I get it bolted in, so there should be a bolt right about here. Should sit pretty nice actually. Be a small piece here where it's going to hang open, but it won't be bad. It'll be a good one. I'm going to go ahead and trace the second one out. I'm actually going to overlay it with what I already got traced. Let me see what I got to trim up and make it right. I did leave a little bit more on purpose, that way I could trim it down and make sure that it was going to be right instead of not enough right from the get, because I only have so much material to work with. So it actually kind of works out because I only had one chance to do the windows right, and I only have one chance to do these delete panels right. So the first one come out actually really good. I'm going to transfer it over. We're going to make the other side, get that going, and then I'm going to end up using a dress-up bolt kit. I'm just going to have to get longer screws, that way I can go through the door, but I'm going to use these to hold that piece of lexan in place of the mirror. So it'll come out looking pretty okay, I guess. It won't be anything too fancy, but it'll be something. Alright guys, so got my panels done. I am actually pretty happy with this. Won't have to worry about trying to buy any carbon pieces anymore. This is, I'll just blow it up obviously, but this is the end result. So what I'm going to end up doing, like I was putting those together earlier, is the pieces cut, everything's ready to go. So pretty much all I got to do is I'm going to wait to get the hardware, and then I'm going to feed them through and see where they contact and mark it with a Sharpie, and then I'll get the hole drilled. But I'm going to use the factory 3 mounting holes for that. I got to get longer machine screws for them. So we're going to use these space washers, or these sunk washers that come in like these eBay dress-up kits and everything. So like I said, I'm just going to get some longer M6x1 bolts, machine head bolts that are tapered. And then I will go ahead, we'll get the lexan holes drilled and get those ready. And then when I get the windows done, I'll probably end up getting those pieces done at the same time. That way everything just matches. Ideally, it doesn't matter if you can see inside of that or not, so it's going to end up getting black. Whether I do go with tint, or I go with vinyl, or I go with paint, whatever happens, you don't need to be seeing inside of this monstrosity of a hole anyway. So we're just going to fill it in, get some more weight out of the car, get some drag out, make sure that we don't have as many open holes, that way we don't try and get teched out on anything. So well, that's I think that's about all I'm going to really do with the white car today, guys. It is getting later in the afternoon. Do have to work tomorrow. Got to get inside and try and get some dinner and try and wind down for the night. I did get a chance to get out here earlier. I put the antenna base in the black car here. So we're getting little things knocked out of the way here as we go on. So good weekend here. Got that stuff done. Got the lexan cut for the rear windows. Got the lexan for the mirrors done. And then, like I said, we'll go ahead and I'll get those bolts tomorrow from the hardware store. And then I will try to get these guys drilled and mounted.
I saw a light when you passed me by. The reason why I shine, you're the reason why. I thought I caught your eyes, the love is blind. I thought I saw you smile.
Alright guys, so earlier today we ended up going to town to get some groceries, and we picked up the wife's prescription, so that kind of took a little bit of time away from my morning. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do what I wanted to today on the car. I did get quite a bit done though, with the headlight, as soon as I can find where to put it. I did get everything cut out, so I got the side piece cut out where the turn signal sits. I got the hole made for the velocity stack. So now I just got to lay the fleece in there and figure out how to get that to stretch out and look good. I got everything cut out here on the core support so I can run the 4-inch 90 silicone coupler in here, and then I'm gonna have to do a short piece of pipe and then a 45 into the intake that I got right there. So that'll take care of that. We're trying to take as much weight out as possible, so I did go ahead, and on the back of it I went as far to grind everything down that we didn't need anymore. So that's all cleaned up. Unfortunately, I haven't really been able to get a hold of anybody that can get me a price or availability on some dull coil tube, so I don't know what's going to happen with the roll cage. We're just going to keep moving forward. I did speak with Matt from Turbo Bay, and the turbo kit is supposed to have shipped as of either Thursday or Friday, I think. If not, maybe Monday or Tuesday. So hopefully I'll have that by next weekend. As long as I have it, then I'm going to go ahead, I'll get the cylinder head pulled off. We'll start porting the exhaust side on it, get the turbo and everything ready in the manifold. We'll go ahead and get it all put back in the car as soon as I can, and then get this car back together and in running condition. I'm gonna go, all I really got to do at this point to try and get it to run after I get the headwork and everything else done with it is I got to tighten up all the fuel fittings, and then I got to finish hooking up the relay, because I was putting the relay in and the cheap ass terminal pulled right off the wire, so I got to cut it off and make another connection, which I don't really want to do, but I don't really have a choice. So it is what it is. I got to get another relay, something with better leads, better quality terminals and things like that. So I'm not worried about this happening when we're trying to go down the track or dyno it, you know, go full boost and it loses a fuel pump, goes stupid lean, and oh man, that would suck. It wouldn't be a good time. So we're definitely going to try to avoid that. So I'm going to have to splurge a little bit and get a good relay. We'll take care of that and get that mounted in. Like I said, tighten up the fuel fittings, swap over the rail, and then I can use a jump box and a switch that I have that goes into a spot for a relay. Let me dig it out here, and all you do is just turn this guy on. So I really don't even need to have the key on to prime the fuel pump. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll hook my jump box up, we'll prime that up, get base pressure set again, and then I'll reroute the vacuum line over to that. So what I'm probably gonna end up doing is I'm gonna have to buy a Y, because I got these T's, so I'm gonna do a Y, that way the other line comes straight back up. And I'm probably gonna do a new line to the map, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break that off, and we'll send that right to the fuel pressure regulator. Probably right in here, like I said, so we can keep that line nice and short, keep it clean, it'll lay, it won't come up and loop all back and look like a bunch of ass. So, and then also when I get the cylinder head off and get the turbo off, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mount my heater block off plate. I was looking at that earlier today, and there is room, and I could, if I really wanted to, fight with it a little bit, but I'm just gonna do it the easy way, get the head and the turbo and everything right out of the way. Go ahead and use this plate to mount it, because I do have another one, it's got studs in it. So at least with this one I can use the holes, get it set where I want it to be, and then go ahead and put that guy in. And it'll match the AC plate that we got in here. And then I'm probably just gonna end up doing some nuts and bolts with washers so I can go ahead and get all these holes sealed. That one, I'm gonna probably use a rubber grommet plug that I can stuff in there, but those heater box ones, those should just be a nut and bolt, and that'll seal it, and that'll be fine. I'll just do little short ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this wrapped up, and I'm gonna go over to my family's for Easter dinner. Everybody have a happy Easter from us to you. Definitely stay safe, stay clean, be safe in all your travels, you guys. I don't know how many people are still out on the road. I know a lot of shutdowns are occurring, but it is what it is. So you guys have a good one. We will see you at the track. Thanks.